up to you. This is making the LAPD look absolutely ridiculous. We don't want to give you guys a hard time, but you're the ones that are here. They said they literally do not know why they were called. They're waiting for a Scientology rep to come outside and tell them, which is honestly not how dispatch works. So that's obviously bullshit. I mean, is that even possible? Do cops just show up for, they have no idea why? Not in my experience. We could barely get the cops to show up for an assault that was caught on camera. So the whole I don't know why I'm here thing doesn't totally ring true.
Tell Jennifer Bubsky to come out. Legal record.
Is Jennifer Krauskopf your contact? Or is it Sarah Heller? No, Sarah Heller's Clearwater. Who's the one here? Kirsten Catano?
Yeah, guys, go ahead and call LAPD Northeast Division and complain. 213-972-2971.
Oh, you know what? What if they asked the LAPD to report up here so that we would come up here so they could let the CO members out of the building down there?
Yeah.
That would be really, really low. I have enough faith in the LAPD at this moment to believe that they did not get called here to distract us so that the Scientology members will leave.
Well, if that was the strategy, I would guess that the LAPD wouldn't know that. But
what? They're getting someone out? Are they bringing someone in? No, I was saying that if the only reason they came here was to distract us, that's very low. There are people, I'm sure, that actually have emergencies and need help.
Wow. What time did they get here, guys?
That's a good question.
Yeah, they've been wasting our taxpayer dollars.
Well, I've been streaming for 16 minutes, so that's how long they've been here at least.
True, yeah. Zargoza over here making 6 figures. Drinks on her tonight, guys. Drinks on her. That's wasting time, yeah.
Well, if you listen to the radio chatter, Scientology has reported some sort of trespass or vandalism, but they cannot provide a description or a location.
Yep. Oh, he lowered it.
And just so you know, guys, when we're out here, we're live streaming the whole thing. So, like,
hello there, cops.
the crime, but there are some idiots that commit crimes on live stream. So, why does it take so long for the sergeant to show up?
Ooh.
They've been waiting for the sergeant to arrive. It better not be Tallman.
Imagine if it was that bald guy again. Holy fuck.
What's your serial number? Name? 36844.
Bye. Bye. Get to stepping. Go on now.
I got it. All right, guys. So go ahead and email Salvador Cervantes. He's a sergeant 36844 at lapd.online. He joined in 2003. Regular pay was 9,000. Okay, that's not right. But yeah. So go ahead and email Cervantes 36844 at lapd.online. Yeah, ask him why he's wasting our taxpayer money entertaining calls by Scientology. Here, guys. So go ahead and email him, guys. Ask him why they're entertaining these calls, and then they're waiting and wasting time. You know?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, oh, hold on. Most importantly, let's get Tallman. Tallman, he's never gonna hear the end of this. He made the biggest mistake of his life. All right. So Timothy Tallman, make sure to email him 41183 at lapd.online. Okay, Tallman looks like he's got a runny nose. But 41183 at lapd.online. Go ahead and email him, guys, and ask him why he put a man inside of the bathroom. Why he handcuffed a man in the bathroom instead of a holding cell. Ask him why, just ask him a bunch of questions. Ask him what OT level he is if you want. And yeah, go ahead. Huh?
Music found the cops.
Oh, really? They're on the other side?
Yeah, I knew it.
Well, no, they said they were just going over there to just chat. They didn't want to chat in front of us.
Wait, hold on. Is this Scientology property?
No, I don't think so. They're leaving. They're leaving.
We all take a corner.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's be honest, guys. Not all members of the LAPD appreciate being used by Scientology. Some of them realize how silly they look. Some of them probably have kids who watch the TikToks and are embarrassed to realize they just got sucked into one of these situations. And I say let's normalize absolutely humiliating them and shaming them for showing up and doing Scientology's business for them. That's what the Squirrel Squad movement's about. What are you doing, bro?
How much I care.
You're gonna get me a copyright strike, dude. No, I'm just kidding. Hey! Wow, wow, wow. All right, well, I don't think those guys are going to come back personally, but I'm going to end this stream here. The battery on my phone is getting really, really low anyway.
Probably went dead right there.
They're not going to be.
Look at this.
Okay.
Because I know he's probably going to end his live, but look at when they started.
Okay.
To see what they have to say.
So like that.
So they called, but you don't know what they called. So I said, hey, I need you guys.
So you called, but you don't know, but they don't know what they called for.
Wow. So like 7 cops come out there for that. Jesus Christ.
Come by. I don't know why you need you guys to come.
Are they going to come out? Oh, they're supposed to come out. They're not going to come out as long as we're out here. They didn't ask you guys to go inside?
Yeah, no. I mean, on Hollywood, they were calling, like, they called on a bomb threat, they called it a gun threat, they called it a knife threat.
Okay. So apparently they do not know why they were called. Someone from inside is to come out and talk to them.
Okay.
Now.
To my chat, they said on the scanner it was big crowd outside Scientology.
With
With
a weapon.
Oh, with that?
I didn't hear that.
That's why they got here so fast.
Yeah.
I just heard it was big crowd outside Scientology.
Well, they got here within 5 minutes.
Oh,
So.
with pew pew.
5 minutes.
Well, they always call.
Yeah.
Guys, start putting the emails on the chat.
Yeah, you guys need emails in the chat right now.
Talk about the.
I just
Guys, does anyone remember the name of the officer from last night?
Tomlin.
Tim Tomlin?
Look at all those damn
Tim-
phones.
Is it Tim Tamlin?
All those streamers, man.
Tim Tamlin. Are you sure Tim Tamlin didn't send you guys out here to harass us?
They want to say hi, they want to share their love, they want to share their joy. These people, they won't say a word.
Tim Tallman.
Tim Tallman? Tim Tamlin is what my chat is saying.
There's multiple trafficking lawsuits against the church right now. And while the church doesn't pay taxes, they still get to call you guys. Does that bother you guys at all?
Scientology's puppets right here.
Is it weird that they're not coming out or not asking you to go in? Are you guys waiting for more cars to arrive?
They usually come up from one side.
I mean, it's kind of disrespectful to keep you waiting. We've been out here for 3 hours. They call you we've literally been out here for 3 hours. Hey, how you doing? Who do you guys see?
They already went away.
Oh,
Corner of the window.
they already got the serial numbers as soon as they rolled up, guys, on the other chat. So I don't need to ask them for it again.
Come out. We all came out.
Yeah.
So how long do you guys have to wait before you leave? I mean, Uber only waits for like 2 minutes. They can just keep you guys out here waiting as long as they want? Honestly, no, seriously. They can just call you guys to show up with 2 cars, 4 officers, and just leave you out here waiting?
Yeah, they pay so much taxes, Aaron. Oh, wait, Scientology pays 0 taxes, but we all do.
Aren't there even policy letters that say not to trust cops, but that the law can be used to harass?
Yeah.
In the ethics book?
The ethics book, imagine an ethics book that says never go to cops for any reason. It came up in the Danny Masterson trial. Y'all should really look at that. The Danny Masterson trial, it came up that the ethics book literally says, don't go to civil authorities, just come to us. just come to us right here. We're gonna help you a lot. Inside of these hotels and commercial buildings, we're gonna help you. You know.
See what times.
They are unable to give a description or location of the possible suspect.
I'm pretty sure you guys understand that's a wrongful use for 911, right? False reports multiple times.
Well, I mean, maybe you two don't understand. It's but now we're telling you.
Well, I mean, you didn't take our call seriously yesterday. It took an hour to get an officer to show up for an assault outside the Scientology Center yesterday.
I'm pretty sure you knew that, right? You're an officer, so you should know that.
In fact, we found the suspect for y'all.
You guys show up real quick when Scientology calls. You don't show up real quick when a protester calls.
It's not opinion. It's literally in the video.
Everybody go ahead and call the Church of Scientology.
You know she's a professional.
Scientology says jump. The LAPD says how high.
Hell no.
Did they ask you to come out here to apologize for what happened last night?
So what happens if there's like a real emergency?
Tell Timothy Tallman that he made the biggest mistake of his life.
No, you're fine.
Baby Tallman is gonna pay for what he did to AA Ron.
This is just the beginning, guys.
This is Northeast Division, and tell Captain Sandoval, Arturo Sandoval, he's gonna have to answer why he's always here. Tell Arturo Sandoval, your captain, that he's gonna answer for his association with Scientology.
Are these guys from Northeast or Hollywood?
These guys are, I think, Northeast.
If I called the cops and kept them waiting outside, they'd fucking leave. I don't know why you guys just stand here waiting for Scientology to show up. How disrespectful for them to make you wait out here like this. You just wait for them.
Oh, they're all coming out down there. They're all coming down. There's people coming out down there.
Go ahead, go get them. Go ask them if they know where David Miscavige is.
Such a distraction. For you guys, they're not coming out because they're letting them come out and then they'll come to you once for all that. This is like a little play, childish, immature game, but it has a huge money, organization, business, manipulation, and you guys are involved in it now. It's so silly. It really makes you guys look, shameful because it feels like you're not intelligent, but you're being, hi, I'm a proud SP, you can be too. I know if you're living in any of these buildings, you must be a Scientologist.
No,
That's really good.
full residential street.
Amazing.
So
Thank God, because then you wouldn't be giving them your money. Yeah, that's funny.
Have you guys been called out to come to the Scientology facilities before, or is this your first time? You know other officers have.
I mean, it's crazy. You don't want to answer our questions. So who are you who are you here to serve and protect? If some of the questions might sound like asshole questions, but seriously, if I called the cops to my house and I sat inside for 20 minutes and just left the cops out there, they sure as shit wouldn't just be sitting there waiting for me. So why can't you tell us what you're doing here? Why do you give the impression you're working for these guys? You're supposed to be working for the people. Why can't you just answer? I mean, I can ask the questions in a nicer way. Like, we've been here for 3 hours. We've got cops showing up and just standing here doing absolutely nothing. What?
Hold on. The sergeant's coming, so go ahead and wait, of course.
I mean, if I was a cop, it would piss me off that the whole world thinks the LAPD is in Scientology's pocket, and it would piss me off when Scientology takes advantage of the system and makes you guys look like fools and makes it look like you're their lapdogs. Is that what you want the LAPD to look like? Because that's what it looks like when you guys show up like this, treating protesters like dicks and sitting out here waiting for Scientology like you're on their fucking payroll.
and they all look like they're rookies, like they just started the police force.
Yeah, man. I kind of feel a little sympathy for the cops because they
I do
got
too.
the call.
Because they don't know, yeah, they got the call and they had to go out there and do their job. It's not like they have a choice in the matter,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They don't pay taxes, so I mean, you guys don't get paid by them. Y'all are being used freely.
And I know, yeah. And I was gonna say, you can tell Aaron's very, very passionate. And that's you can tell he's got there's a lot. This is a distraction. Hold on. This is a distraction, but someone important just left. Who just left? Do you know? Was it somebody like that they had been waiting on, or?
You know, there was an assault outside the Scientology Center in Hollywood. It took you guys an hour to show up. You guys show up. That was an actual assault caught on live stream. You guys get a call here that is BS, and you got 4 officers standing here doing nothing. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
What's your serial number again, bro? 44735. All right, so this is Gilbert Rodiles Verduzco. He joined 2021. In 2022, he made $75,000 regular pay and $20,000 overtime pay and $2,826 other pay. His retirement benefits are $34,316. So, guys, go ahead and email Gilbert Rodiles Verduzco at 44735@lapd.online while he's entertaining the Scientology nonsense calls. Now let's move on to over here.
I don't agree with that shit. Shouldn't do that stuff.
What's he doing? Looking up their numbers? What's he doing?
He's looking up their the public records of their how much they're getting paid, and they said email about their officers basically.
Barbara Zaragoza, Northeast Division. Go ahead and email.
He's looking up all these officers.
Wow! Wait. He's reading off. Oh my God! Look, he's reading off her stuff. It's on.
Yeah, he's reading off these officers' information on a fucking live stream. Oh, here too. And he's basically fucking messing with these people. He's not.
Wow. Why?
Well,
I don't understand why they're doing this.
It's not their home address and shit like that, but it's fucking. I think it's public information.
He's basically saying how much they made this year.
Yeah, their pay. Yeah, it's public knowledge, but yeah, it's fucked up to do that to guys that just got called on the fucking.
Andrew J. Barba, go ahead and email him at 45140@lapd.online.
See what I mean? This is such fucked up. You're really messing up your cause.
He made $38,000. Dang, not as much as Zaragoza over here.
She's buying drinks.
That's not a good look, guys, to make fun of cops' pay.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna make that much money. Poor guy.
Yeah, that's not a good look, guys. Don't make fun of people's pay.
44705.
Guys, get on YouTube. It pays better.
Yeah, you should join us, man. Jesse A. Coda, go ahead and email him at 44705@lapd.online while he's entertaining Scientology's nonsense calls. Southeast Division, as of a while ago. 2021, he joined. 2022, he made $75,000. Overtime pay was $5,000. So, dude, they're all making more than you, Barba. Come on, man. You can join us. But yeah, that's it, guys. Go ahead and email.
Anybody got a TikTok or a SoundCloud they want to promote?
Yeah. What's your TikTok? We'll support you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
She wanted to laugh, but she felt like
I understand why you would want to. It would be fun.
With all of these Scientologists all the time. He's always on their website. Arturo Sandoval, Northeast Division Captain. So you guys should be blaming him, because we're also mad at him. But yeah, why are they entertaining me? This is ridiculous. This is crazy.
As Will says, all we're doing is pointing the cameras. How you guys behave is up to you. This is making the LAPD look absolutely ridiculous. We don't want to give you guys a hard time, but you're the ones that are here. They said they literally do not know why they were called. They're waiting for a Scientology rep to come outside and tell them, which is honestly not how dispatch works. So that's obviously bullshit. Is that even possible?
I don't know.
Do cops just show up for they have no idea why? Not in my experience.
I guess that just shows you how incompetent they are.
We could barely get the cops to show up for an assault that was caught on camera. So the whole I don't know why I'm here thing doesn't totally ring true.
Tell Jennifer Bubsky to come out. Legal rep.
Is Jennifer Krauskopf your contact? Or is it Sarah Heller? No, Sarah Heller's Clearwater. Who's the one here? Kirsten Catano?
Yeah, guys. Call LAPD Northeast Division.
Well, I would say, I would say that they don't believe.
Oh, you know what if they asked the
The
LAPD
statement-
to report up here so that we would come up here so they could let the Sea Org members out of the building down there?
Yeah.
Went down there, like, people did come out, but that would be really, really low. I have enough faith in the LAPD at this moment to believe that they did not get called here to distract us so that the Scientology members could leave.
Well, if that was the strategy, I would guess that the LAPD would know that. But
What?
Yeah, I think there's some people that are just clinging on, that are just making this group of people look bad.
That's very low.
And this is not a good look.
There are people, I'm sure, that actually have emergencies and need help.
Yeah, they need to not focus so much on the police officers that much.
That's a good question.
Yeah, they've been wasting
You know?
their dollars.
well, I've been streaming for 16 minutes, so that's how long they've been here at least.
True, yeah. Zaragoza over here making 6 figures. Drinks on her tonight, guys. Drinks on her.
Well, you know, she earned it. She's working hard. She's got to deal with this shit. So
Well, if you listen to the radio chatter, Scientology has reported some sort of trespass or vandalism, but they cannot provide a description or a location.
yeah, I think it's false police
Oh, he
report.
lowered it.
Oh,
And just so you know, guys, when we're out here, we're live streaming the whole thing. So, like,
yeah, I don't know if this.
I was going to say we couldn't commit a crime, but there are some idiots that commit crimes on live stream. So, why does it take so long for the sergeant to show up? They've been waiting for the SARS to arrive. It better not be Tallman.
It's not. Yes, it is. You're joking. If it's Tallman, I'll laugh my ass off. If it's Tallman jumping over here.
What's your serial number? Name?
Yeah, I think it's not the entire movement. I think some of the people just hatching onto this movement are doing it for content.
Bye. Bye.
Wow.
Get to stepping. Go on now.
I got it. All right, guys. So go ahead and email Salvador Cervantes.
Oh, don't do that.
He's a sergeant 36840.
Don't do that.
Go ahead and email him. Yeah, apology. Why?
Heck yeah.
Oh, hold on. Most importantly, let's get Tallman. Tallman. 1-1 knows he's outside of the
Bus.
I think they're just basically just doing bullshit.
Is this Scientology property?
No, I don't think so. They're leaving. They're leaving.
If we all take a corner.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's be honest, guys. Not all members of the LAPD appreciate being used by Scientology. Some of them realize how silly they look. Some of them probably have kids who watch the TikToks and are embarrassed to realize they just got suckered into one of these situations. And I say let's normalize absolutely humiliating them and shaming them for showing up and doing Scientology's business for them. That's what the Squirrel Squad movement's about. What are you doing, bro?
How much I care. That's the LAPD.
You're gonna get me a copyright strike, dude. No, I'm just kidding. Hey! Wow, wow, wow. All right. Well, I don't think those guys are going to come back personally, but I'm going to end this stream here.
So what you think, Tim?
That was pretty crazy, actually. That was pretty fucking crazy. I mean, I think personally, they're kind of messing up their whole. Some of the people that are attaching themselves to it are kind of messing it up because when you kind of like, going at the police officers who are just doing their job like that, that's kind of like a bad move, in my opinion. I think their issue is with the system they should focus on, which is like how they basically kind of treat, they treat people with Scientology, it seems like very quickly. Like they were on this call in like 5 minutes. And then when the guy gets assaulted, it takes an hour and it takes, hours for them to respond. And then they arrest the victim and put him in or detain the victim. So I think there's like a lot of frustration, but I also see like I think like with movements like this, you got to kind of be careful with like people that attach themselves because they see it as like content and they just do outrageous things and they make your whole movement look really bad. You know what I mean? You get my general gist? But it's kind of crazy situation. It's definitely escalating a lot. No one will take them seriously if they stay on that path. Yeah, they need to like basically not do things like that. You know what I mean? Like, in the end of the day, you got to keep it. You got to win the minds of the people. That's the whole thing.
Looky
What? Oh shit.
Dougie Fresh.
If Dougie Fresh is part of your movement, you need to get that guy out of that movement. Like Dougie Fresh is not someone you want around you. I'm telling you. Like he is not someone you want around. Yeah, he's found his call. He's back to auditing.
Yeah, he's back to, as I say, he's back to auditing.
Let's see. Very happy. Is held for review. Let me see. Dozing in person, private conversations being exposed is wrong. Let me see. They all stand around waiting for something to happen. Well, I think some of them want to actually protest and actually like get the message out about the cult situation and tell their stories. And I think when you have a movement, you're always going to have people attracted to get clout from that movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't agree with them like yelling at the cops, but I understand they are very, very passionate and they went through a lot. And I understand they have their movement, and it's just hard to understand when they're yelling at the police officers, and then they're doxing them out not doxing, but they're giving their information out like that.
Yeah, that's not doxing, but they're definitely giving out information they should not be giving out.
Right.
And that shit is not good. That shit is not good at all to do. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty strange situation. Well, their names are public. They say officers will say their names on a when they go into a meeting. They say officer so and so numbers. So it's not doxing them out, but looking up their pay, guilting them on how much money they make. You know what I mean? Like being an officer is a public service. You know what I mean? It's it is what it is.
This is them driving around, right? Like driving around LA.
Oh, they're driving around LA now? Jeez Louise. Okay.
Yeah.
What are they looking for?
What?
What are they looking for?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
And we
This
are.
is a couple days ago, but this was them running.
Can you guys help us with our video? Do you think Danny Masterson should be declared for raping all those Scientologists?
I think you're a foolish person to ask these questions.
Well, I mean, he raped a bunch of Scientologists and now he's serving life in prison. Why shouldn't he be declared?
I don't know that.
You don't know Scientology's one of their biggest celebrities and the Scientologists he raped? What about you, ma'am? Is rape okay? You know what I've done? But Danny Masterson raped women. That's not what I say. He's serving life. What about the women who were proud to do what? Well, how hard is it just to say that a rapist should be declared an SP? How hard is that?
Now, see, these are Scientologists. These are people that are walking out of there, right? This is in Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's asking these people that are coming out of the Scientologist church, right? That's
Yeah, what their feelings are about the situation. Let's just say that much.
yeah. So okay, because I haven't seen this yet. So
I mean, do you know a lot of Scientologist rapists? Is rape okay in Scientology? You guys don't serial rapist? Thank you.
Yeah, some of them are kind of seeking a confrontational situation, which is not a smart move.
You don't have an opinion? Sir, how hard is it to say that if someone rapes Scientologists, they should be expelled from Scientology?
Yeah.
How hard is that? What's the problem?
That's a good question.
Why is that so difficult? I mean, when I was in the Sea Org, I would have expected rapists to be declared. Don't you? You getting in your exercise? We can do this all day, sir. Should rapists be declared in Scientology? Sir, come on now.
oh man.
This is weird. This is fucking weird.
Is it the same?
Yeah, what the hell? I didn't know he was doing this. What the hell?
Yeah, this is not a smart move, man.
He's
tracking
chasing
down.
people down the fucking road. What? I had no idea. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta watch a little bit more of this.
Yeah, this is weird, man.
I had no fucking idea this is what they were doing.
Lady?
And this is afterwards, I guess. But, yeah.
Look at this guy. Hold on. Wow.
Just say rapists should be declared in Scientology. Is that Michael Phillips? God damn, son. Is that Michael Phillips from Boston? God damn. Oh, look, it's the same Scientology car from last night.
That's a nice car.
Wow, exciting night already, you guys. Exciting night already. Wow. Oh, we have a Sea Org member in there. Ma'am, can I ask you a question?
I thought
what?
he was a Sea Org or something like that. Didn't he say
He
he was
was.
like a Sea Org or something?
Yeah, he said he was. He's the turtle boy of songs. You can't do this stuff to people in the name name of reporting. Yeah, man, you can't do that stuff, man. And it's like if you want people to like, you want to broaden your, more people coming to you and stuff like that. Yeah, you got to probably not do that stuff.
I mean, I've been kind of curious to talk to him, to ask him like, what is the goal? Like, what is the purpose? What's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be an interesting combo.
Yeah,
like-
I didn't realize like all this.
Ma'am, can I ask you a question?
That's true. You should research.
Do you have an
religions before
opinion
talking. But he was 13.
on whether Danny Masterson should be expelled for raping all those Scientologists? Just blink once for yes and twice for no. Here he is. Is he back? Okay. Ma'am, should Danny Masterson be expelled for rape? What about the OSA staff who covered it up? Hey. Oh, okay. Wow. Lots of action already. You want to hear something crazy? So I did all my little...
What?
They lock the door and turn all the lights off.
So, no, you can't go into it.
Nope, not yet.
I did all my little settings before I went live. Except I forgot to click the setting that made the stream public.
Oh, no.
So, but if I end the stream, I can go back and make it public.
Yeah.
I just got some of the most incredible footage.
Oh, I can't wait to see
This was
Yes.
watching you was just exhilarating.
I just literally got some of the most incredible footage. Unfortunately, I think I have to end the stream,
Just start again.
go back and make it public.
I thought you could edit from... Let me see.
No, I can. You can edit from your YouTube studio and make it public.
No, I mean, I think you can.
Oh, edit the settings. I tried. I'm looking at the ... and I tried to figure it out. And well, no, I was running with him.
Maybe not.
He was running.
You were
He was
chasing
walking
him.
behind me, so I couldn't get him. So I put us on reverse. And then
Bro.
Okay, so Dynamite said Sea Org members are the ones with the billion-year contracts.
The billion-year contracts?
And then he said Sea Org members agree to strict codes of discipline, such as disavowing premarital sex, working long hours on an average of at least 100 hours per week, and living in communal housing called birthing.
Okay.
So wasn't he a Sea Org?
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, he was a Sea Org. I think he left because like they wanted him not to go to his brother's funeral or some other stuff like that. I think like also they wanted to like
The Sea Org is supposed to be a lifetime commitment, actually a billion-year commitment.
a billion-year commitment. Holy fuck.
Wow. Okay, here we go.
then he was running, and it turned out it's a guy that I know.
What did I tell you, Laurie? I bet he knows him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he forgot to make the stream public. So he...
Okay, so the machete says Aaron was a Sea Org. Oh, Piper here. They basically signed the contract so they don't have to pay for the audits. Many Sea Org members are grandfathered in through families. One of the reasons Kate Holmes left Tom Cruise is he insisted on their daughter Suri joining the Sea Org. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I did not know about. It takes a long time or money to get that level. Yeah, well, a billion years is quite a while.
Well, here he is in Clearwater. Let's see. This was 8 or 9 days ago.
And you guys. So I had front.
Well, I'll say that's beautiful. That is that's beautiful. If that's where it's at, is that where it's at? Is that where they're going? I've never seen this place. No.
I think that's where they're going, but not 100%. They got a lot of money when you don't have to.
I want an ex-Scientologist to explain this religion to me. Me too. I need a breakdown.
I think Aaron explains
I'm gonna
it.
need a breakdown, you guys. Like, I really, for real, I need a breakdown of this.
Well, I know some
of it, but I need a breakdown.
Well, my understanding of it, and this is like a brief, I think like what happened was the actual explanation of the religion was leaked, and basically South Park made like an episode detailing what they believed, and it actually pissed off Chef, the guy who played the chef guy, so much he left because he was a Scientologist member. He's like, "How did you find out about this?" So basically, the whole idea is the brief synopsis of the belief of this thing is they believe Emperor Thenu or something, some alien emperor from like 1 billion years ago or something, a while ago, like, you know, whatever amount of years. He didn't like the overpopulation, and then he grabbed a bunch of the aliens and then came to Earth and threw them into the volcano. And then they used soul suckers to suck up the alien souls and then go to a reprogramming station to reprogram the alien souls about religion to trick them. And then they basically they let go of the ghosts, the alien ghosts, and the alien ghosts basically attach themselves to humans or something like that. And they're like the cause of like depression and all that stuff. And I think like they use like e-readers to find out like how many ghosts you have or something. I don't know. But that's their belief. Thanos, Thentons, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's mostly they believe like.
Yeah, said, "B Tim, you lost me 3 cents." No.
Seriously, many people are severely abused by it. That's the thing. That's the thing. No, that's what they believe. That's not. I'm not making this up. See, 12-minute video explaining it. Yeah, okay, sounds so believable to me.
All right, here I'm about to play this for a minute.
A DB Crim SP or an OT Flag Sea Org Senior HCO Security Guard. Dun, 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 dun. Hey there. Who's that? What's that?
My name's Ansley.
Ansley?
I'm Tampa A girl.
Oh, hey there. Tampa A girl and Tampa B man. Hey. So Barbara's here. We're already live. We're already live, by the way. This is Ansley, Tampa A girl. Hey, Mark made it. Good to see ya. All right, Mark, just for the people fresh to the stream, tell them where they can find your campaign website for Clearwater City Council.
MarkBunker2024.com. Go there right now. It's filled with all sorts of exciting things, like brand new endorsements from Leah Remini and Clearwater firefighters.
That's right.
So it's an exciting time. Big new campaign material going out here. I have
Let's see it. Let's see it. Nice.
There with our slogan, "Not Afraid."
Not afraid. Bada bang.
And I also have on Saturday hundreds and hundreds of yards.
Okay. Okay.
Brilliant.
We got to figure out where all these buses are going. That's what I want to know. You did? Is that right? That's right. So what's crazy though is back when
There comes George.
you're doing your thing with the Lisa McPherson days, at least the Scientologists would come out and give you some razz every now and then, right? Okay. Yeah. That's the wrong way. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, it's the wrong way. There we go. Not bad.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is
Yeah, and there's like a little 12-minute video just like that was sent to me that explains what Scientology is. If you want to play it, it's up to you. No,
yeah, I was gonna tell you, Chronicles sent it to you. Go grab it. Let's play it.
I just did. I put it in the back chat.
Let's play it for the look. Let's play it for the chat and ourselves.
Yeah, let's find out what Scientology is. But I am right about the alien one.
Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic. Every Wednesday, we cover an interesting topic, hobby, or something else that people might feel they're uneducated about. Try to remain unbiased and give you a look at what the Church of Scientology says, what other people might say about it, and hopefully we'll give you an idea of who they are and what they believe. I will bring up controversies about Scientology, but by doing so, I'm not agreeing with or endorsing any arguments. Before we dive in, I do want to clarify that Scientology is not the same as Christian Scientists, as they're often confused. So let's start at the beginning. Scientology was developed by an author named L. Ron Hubbard. This is important and is the first controversy already, as L. Ron Hubbard was an established author known for works of fiction, mostly science fiction. Over his lifetime, he published over 600 fiction pieces, including both short stories and novels, and he holds the Guinness World Record for the author with the most published works. So as we get into the religion aspect of Scientology, you can see that people might not believe the religious texts that he wrote following so many works of science fiction. Hubbard was a United States veteran, serving as a Navy officer during World War II and commanding 2 ships, but was removed from his post because his superiors found him incapable of command. In one of these instances, he fired upon a Japanese submarine that no one else saw and could later find no proof of. The other
Wait, he shot at something that was never there?
Yeah.
instance involved him firing upon an island that turned out to belong to Mexico, an ally of the United States. The Church of Scientology gives a lot of weight to his military career, as his injuries and near-death experiences were partially responsible for his ability to see the truth of things and create the foundation for their belief set. The Church of Scientology also disputes a lot of records about Hubbard, including medical records, and even says that sections are falsified to protect his possibly secret activities as an intelligence officer. These Navy records also dispute many of the injuries that he claims suffered. We move forward in time, where throughout the 1930s and 40s, Hubbard continued to write, but also began to experiment more with the occult, including practicing as a hypnotist and diving into other religious acts that are somewhat unconventional. And in 1950, we have the arrival of his book, Dianetics, The Modern Science of Mental Health. This year is crucial for Scientologists, the beginning of everything. Dianetics is focused on a technique still used today in Scientology called auditing. Either through conversation or through a machine called an e-meter, these professionals would help the patient recall past traumas and get through them or over them, removing the emotional trauma of past memories in a process called clearing.
Are you all paying attention? I feel like we're in class. I feel like we're in school. I'm paying attention.
You're like the type of person that would probably be in the back of the class.
Fuck you, B. Tim.
You're definitely the back of the class. I'm more the front of the class where I'm raising my hand to answer the teacher's question.
Where you're more the front of the class where you're taking fucking notes, watching every single thing. Now look, make sure y'all paying attention to this shit. So I'm going to ask questions when we're done for when I didn't pay attention.
E-meter picks up on signals from the body in the same way that a polygraph lie detector might, and it tells the auditor what phrases or memories trigger negative feelings and when they can conclude certain conversations. Initially, they hoped to get this process approved in the larger world of medicine, but these proposals were rejected. At this time, Hubbard also coined a term called Thetan, which is essentially our soul, but it's immortal, and it allows us to tap into past lives and potentially past traumas from those lives that still might affect us. Dianetics is part of Scientology, but Dianetics in itself is not the religion, but rather one way to enhance the religious experience.
The average man is up against certain problems. He's asking himself certain questions. How can I make more money? How can I make my wife faithful to me? How can I make my children grow? How can, in other words, how can I live a better life? How can I make things more even, more stable for my family? How can, how? And what am I up against? What is happening to me in my life? What is my purpose in life? And so forth. These questions, in actual fact, absorb a tremendous quantity of his energy. And he himself is not able to go out and do anything very progressive about it. So the best thing for him to do is to go out and do something about it. But he can't do anything about it because he...
Sounds like a bunch of word salad to me.
Not going to join?
Immersed in it. So actually, in Scientology processing, he resolves these questions. He understands what he's doing. He knows what he wants to do. He makes up his mind and he goes and does it. And he turns from a man who is simply a puzzled, static being into somebody who's more dynamic, who is able to accomplish something.
At this point, he pivoted to Scientology, and he made the argument that this whole process is a religion, not a science. With this came his idea to monetize, charging at the time $500 for an entire 24 hours of auditing. This created a wave of churches being formed across the world, including the central headquarters that was then in Washington, D.C., and it still stands as a museum. The headquarters now exists in California, in Riverside County. About 1,000 people live on the property and it's well protected, including high fences and constant security. There is a public road that drives through it, though it's constantly recorded and monitored. The church requested that the road be closed to the public or even moved to go around the property, but both requests were denied. There are many rumors about living at this space that are hotly debated, including subpar working wages, pursuit teams that bring people back and don't allow them to leave, and required confessions if they hear of other people in the compound talking or gossiping about the church or its members. I say this is debated because no one inside the base will complain or make a statement to the police about their experience there. Only a few have made complaints after they've left the church, and those cases have all been tossed out or not taken seriously due to lack of information or evidence. Let's back up and focus on what Scientologists believe. As a religion, what are their beliefs? They believe that their soul, the Thetan, is immortal, and our lives are not confined to the single lifetime. They also believe we are capable of anything, even if we haven't been able to realize it yet. They do believe in a godlike figure called the Supreme Being, but members learn about that and discover it on their own unique journeys. There are 8 dynamics that drive us forward, including the urge towards infinity, which includes discovering God. Other dynamics include the urge to protect animal life, the urge to exist as a peaceful community, and the urge to exist as one mankind across all races. When speaking about Scientology, words like faith and belief are often avoided in lieu of concrete terms based on science and technology. Once you are clear, meaning you've been cleansed of traumatic memories and feelings, you are able to climb the ladder to more meaningful and powerful positions. After clear comes a state called operating Thetan, or OT for short. This allows you to control the world around you, including life, energy, and matter. They can leave their bodies as the Thetan itself is not confined to it. There are many levels of operating Thetan, and it costs money through the auditing process to progress. The cheapest level is $2,750 about, and that's assuming you're free of those memories and feelings. Otherwise, you'll have much more auditing to do before this. The third level of OT involves a major discovery that Hubbard discovered after Scientology had been founded. While people reaching this level have signed confidentiality agreements, some of these documents have been released to the public, and it tells a story that again causes a pretty major controversy. Okay, bear with me. 75 million years ago, an ancient being called Xenu was a dictator of something called the Galactic.
Told you, I wasn't making that shit up.
Holy shit, I thought you were fucking bullshitting me.
I was not
Right.
bullshitting.
Right.
I was telling the truth. You guys all doubted me. You said, this is not a joking matter, B. Tim. I wasn't joking. This is what they believe. Okay?
Well, here we go. Smoke them if you got them. Here we go.
Confederacy. He brought humans to Earth, dropped them into volcanoes, and killed them, releasing their Thetans into the environment. These Thetans are angry and upset, causing us now to be infected and affected by these negative emotions. To overcome these negative emotions from this traumatic event is how you can reach OT level 3, but it's dangerous. L. Ron Hubbard claims that it's a tough thing to do, and many illnesses might plague people attempting to conquer it. The church itself doesn't enjoy the telling of the story, and will go out of its way to block its telling. So if this video disappears, or if I go missing, that may be the reason why. This story was the focus of an episode of South Park centering on Scientology.
What is the most secret part of Scientology or thing that they worry about leaking?
Well, you know that stuff about the aliens and the volcanoes.
I don't know what that. No, what is that?
Oh, gosh.
It's like
I
the
hope
whole basis of
Yeah.
Scientology.
Yeah, well, you don't know about that when you're in Scientology until you reach a certain level. Like you have to receive a certain amount of training and counseling, and it can take years. And, you know, the public Scientologist has to pay a lot of money before they get there.
The total to get to this point through the process of auditing is around $100,000. If you don't become enlightened and don't solve these life mysteries, you must pay to try the process again.
By the way, most Scientologists don't even get to this.
Most
don't.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to be wealthy to get to this.
Not only do you have to be wealthy, but a lot of times what they do, the new scam is you got to go, you get to a level and then they go, we messed that up. You have to go back down at your expense.
Well, the church doesn't come out and discuss Xenu in this.
Damn.
He's always talking about volcanoes. I might believe you next time. Yeah, I wish
Well,
people.
$100,000, and then okay, so you pay $100,000, and you're like, oh fuck, okay, you didn't make it, B. Tim. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go back. You owe me another $100,000, okay?
Okay. Well, eventually.
Poor people cannot be in Scientology. I'm sorry.
Or you're gonna sign like a billion-year contract.
Right, sell your soul to Scientology because you can't afford to pay to have your trauma worked on or what.
Your trauma worked on,
Volcanoes
yeah.
do feature prominently on the cover.
Holy hell, get dropped in a volcano.
Covers of Dianetics. Now, another controversy arrives in the form of taxes, and if Scientology should actually be considered a religion by the IRS. The IRS tried to claim back taxes in the 60s, but the church responded with thousands of lawsuits against the IRS, resulting in about 25 years of back and forth litigation, eventually resulting in the decision that Scientology was indeed a church and exempt from taxes. Now, by the time this landmark decision was made, L. Ron Hubbard had passed.
Wow. So they are tax exempt.
Yeah, they are tax exempt. They don't pay. How do you think they built those giant buildings?
I don't know.
Yeah, they don't have to pay
I
taxes.
didn't know anything about this. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this, so
Yeah, well, you might disappear.
Wait.
You might be in trouble.
The church's official statement was that he no longer needed his physical body, but he continued to write and research without it. This was in 1986, and a man named David Miscavige took over the church. A lot of claims have come out against Miscavige, including violence and abuse towards church members, but nothing has been substantiated. Something notable that happened around the time of the leadership change was the rise in the celebrity Scientologists. Prime examples help recruit others. First came John Travolta, then Tom Cruise, and they are the two most well-known. But many other Hollywood types came to Scientology, able to pay for these auditing sessions that would relieve them of past traumas. But what people don't think about is that these auditing sessions, essentially counseling, covering their deepest, darkest secrets, are all kept in records. So each member of the church has a file that can be used at any time to either discredit them or blackmail them. This
dun dun dun.
They ask these like questions, like all your personal questions during these readings, and they have it recorded and written down. So if you ever think about trying to leave, you might have some issues.
Okay.
I can't believe people doubted me about that.
Might be the reason that people stay in the church or don't tell the truth when asked. Now, this is already a long video, but if you're interested in more supposed testimony, there are a few documentaries that go into much more depth, including Going Clear, available now on HBO. So as you can see, this is complicated.
Yeah, so if you guys want to know more about it, you guys go ahead and study it on up, but holy smokes.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, it's a pretty wild situation.
So I wonder what Coco said. I wonder if they share private messages too.
They probably do. They probably do.
Guessing when they leave, they probably share everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all if they did share everything and you're just like, basically, you're in that situation.
Well,
what?
This guy has a lot of footage. Like a lot of footage. Streets LA Scientology Audit is his name. He's got a lot of stuff. So I'm guessing maybe he was a member at some point in time.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are ex. If they're a squirrel member, if they're called the squirrels, they probably were ex-members at one point.
Scientology Arrest Part 3. So this guy was arrested too. Scientology Arrest Part 1 and 3 here. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So this was 2 weeks ago. So he got arrested 2 weeks ago. Then the other guy got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Then, the cops showed up today.
And spit on me. I don't know. I mean,
So what? They're just walking and they stop him? I don't understand.
okay.
We'll go back and put it on number 2 or 3 or something. Well, this right here says, let's see here. This one right here is alive from 20 hours ago. And I believe this is when...
too. What was he doing? Like he was just he went on top of the roof and watched the crowd. The officer Tomlin. Yeah.
Everybody's coming here.
Yeah. And keep in mind, he is a P3 rank. His job is to train rookies. The guy he was teamed with is a rookie. It's not the type of guy you want training rookies, is it?
And you know the police, I really don't. He only had 2 chevrons on his uniform.
Yeah.
But he showed up to the scene and he seemed to be the boss. But there was sergeants around.
See, that's so he is only superior to rookies. So he has in the contract, he has no control over like the P2's regular officers. So it's wild that he was acting that way. But I have dealt with him multiple times right here at this center. It's like
And I was on.
This is what's most important.
He said that's what's most important right there. And he's standing outside. They're standing outside doors. There's the front doors. So this is like day 3 or day like this is they've been doing this. Aaron was released from LAPD custody without charges. So this was just like yesterday.
Yes, that was yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, they got quite a few people out there yesterday. Look how many people are out there.
Yeah, it's quite a number of people.
And it was pouring down rain, but they still had a lot of people out there today. But he said they come out and hand out pamphlets, but I guess they haven't been handing out any pamphlets at all.
Yeah.
The doors have been closed and shut, and they ain't opening them.
I'd be shocked if they don't just like close down that facility and be like, fuck this place.
There goes he's got the cops on here doing something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was set up in front of the Pantheon Theater. He's trying to.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, who what streamers we got over here?
And he was tripping on my shit, dude.
That's Doug behind him. God, look at Doug's everywhere.
Doug is like, where's fucking Waldo? How is this guy all over
Doug
the place?
is everywhere. What's
Doug.
up, Jen? How are you, Fireflies?
What's
up? Hey. If you're looking at more footage about Scientology, go look on Johnny 5-0 and Nasty Nathaniel. They've got tons of video from
Nasty Nathaniel.
Yes.
And Johnny 5-0, you said?
Yes.
I feel like that's an interesting name to name your channel. Filthy Nathaniel.
Oh, but they're 2 great people. I mean, they both live in California.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I'm typing in, just making sure.
Oh yeah. If you don't mind, I'll hang up here with you and
sure.
Talk to you.
Are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, where are you? Have you ever been like in Scientology before, or do you know much about it? Or
I know enough from watching Johnny 5-0 and Nasty. I'll tell you what, they can get really, really petty.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one says, hold on. This one says on here, matter of fact, I'll just share it real quick and see if this is it. Is this it?
Yes, that's Johnny.
Okay. So he's got a really big channel. Okay. These are his lives then. This is 9 months. This is 2 weeks ago. So he doesn't do lives very often.
Not anymore. He's been battling cancer.
Oh,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And it might be a couple years back, Queen. That's why I said you might want to check it out later if you want to, do some more.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like I said, I figured I'd come up and you said you wanted to look into it more. I figure I'd help you out where to go.
For sure, yeah. Oh, I will. Absolutely. I will. I'll go back and watch it. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that.
But yeah, they can. And that blue building where they were at, the one tree over there, I think it's on the backside, has a plate reader.
What do you mean they have a plate reader?
They have a license plate reader. You see, if you watch the one with Jessica, if you watch Jessica, She actually goes by. You actually see the black box, and that's the plate reader from
Jeez.
psychology. And they got in trouble a couple of years ago through Johnny 5-0 for having that out there. They're not supposed to have that on the public sidewalk.
That's crazy.
And they both will show you where every camera is at the psychology.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really tight. And it's like I said, it reminds me of Waco.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. He used to go live every weekend, and there was also TikTok people going there. Yeah, a lot of TikTok people are going there.
Angry, I think it's Angry Anthonist or Atheist. He's another one that goes and talks about psychology.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So you know a lot about this stuff. Like, what do you want? You want to fill us in?
I get all I can tell you is from what I learned from it that they do. I'm not going to say it because of the TOS rules, but I'll say the R word. They do that to the kids and the adults. They have a whole bunch of crap, and their discipline is where they don't let them eat and shit.
What do you mean they don't let them eat?
For part of their discipline is it depends on what they do. They won't let them eat.
Jeez,
that's part of discipline.
Crazy. That's crazy. All right, I got a chronicle. I'll toss it in the back. I'm not sure if Queen will play it, but I'll put it in the back. Here's a video, Queen. It's from Leah Remini. Her friend describes time in Scientology.
Yeah, she's the one that's got the lawsuit.
Yeah.
She's a celebrity with the lawsuit.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. Agreed.
And they're heavy with the plants.
What do you mean they're heavy with the plants?
In other words, with like you see all the auditors and everything out there at the thing, they will actually, like you seen that guy with the dog, he was actually a plant for the psychology.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. Yeah.
And he really is.
Yeah, like that's what they've been insinuating, that he was just like planted there by Scientology to basically cause division and issues and stuff like that. So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but yeah, it's pretty crazy, the whole thing around.
I mean, go back and look at the Leah Remini. She told you everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you think the dog was possibly like planted to cause issues? Like, did they just give him a few bucks?
It was a plant to try to get the auditors to argue with them and basically tried to get them all arrested.
Oh.
It's like I said, the psychology doesn't pull any punches. They will call for the prettiest shit.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
And what you seen Aaron go through, that's what they do to all the auditors.
What do you mean what they do? Like basically if you get excommunicated?
They will literally chain them and they will have them sit there for hours. Won't charge them, but have them sit there for hours just to torment them.
Oh, the cops, you mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it just seems to me, I originally thought it was just simply just they're just kind of annoyed and they just want to get they're just tired of these people kind of way. That was my original thought on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's a right and wrong. It's like half and half thing. But what psychology's doing, they need to be shut down. Big time.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I think what they're doing is pretty crazy, in my opinion. I think what they're doing is kind of like bordering on,
the street that they were on with the blue bill, they actually own 4 blocks of that area. Every blue house that you see that's a Scientology house.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That I remember because of Nasty Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had said, and he pointed out all the psychology places.
Jeez.
and how how much street that they supposedly own when it's public. The sidewalk's public.
Mm-hmm. Jeez. So that's man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. David's got his head in there, and he ain't getting out of it unless somebody takes him down.
What do you mean? Like, do you think like they're gonna take him down?
The thing is, I think if they would get a plan together, they could probably, once they remove David and the other head leaders, once they're gone, I think it's actually going to stop. And they're going to have to get those people help to rethink of what's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The other Fireflies, I changed my name. I'm Genty, but I changed it over to Fireflies in the Sky.
You're Fireflies in the Sky?
Yes.
Why are you Fireflies in the Sky?
Because I had a intro made for me, and it gave me the idea, and plus the last time I talked to you, I figured, I better change it because I don't want anybody thinking I'm a bad person or a gangster and all that.
You are a gangster. You're up here. You're a Fallon.
Yeah, but this is fun. I mean, Queen's Room is fun.
You're a Fallon.
When there ain't a bunch of bullcrap.
Well, there's always gonna be a little bull crap here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's everywhere you go. I mean, you see it, but I like Queen because she keeps a handle on her room.
Mm-hmm.
And Queen reminds me of somebody from off another platform too. She reminds me of someone that on Second Life that used her screen name was it was like Ariashi, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she sounds just like her.
Okay.
So when I'm upset and stuff, I'll come in here and I'll listen to Queen. Queen's voice and the way she talks, it just calms me right down.
It's could you correct? It's not Leanne Rhymes. It's rather Leah Remini. Okay, I read that. Hopefully that helps you out. I'm behind, but yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty crazy. I understand why they're angry, and they're out there and they're kind of like angry about the cops, and they feel like the cops are kind of just taking sides. But you got to realize, like, my thing is, like, you have to win people's minds. You have to, like, kind of like be the better person a little bit and take a little bit of shit. And if you're like kind of like going at the officers like that, who are, and you're kind of like fucking with, like, you're like, oh, they only get paid X amount of dollars, and oh, they should just be YouTubers instead. It makes you look really bad, and it kind of destroys your movement. And then when you let people in like Doug it really fucks up your movement. Like,
Doug's got not all together upstairs.
Yeah, and I think like that's what you got to be careful of, because there's a lot of people that see the numbers, because there's people that just see like numbers and they'll say, oh wow, I'm gonna go for this now, and just not try to learn, and they do like outrageous shit to get the views. They'd be like, oh well, I'm gonna do get into a fight with this police officer because I don't know.
The ones I can tell you that don't arise. Sometimes Johnny 5-0 will push it a little bit, but he knows how much to push and he stops.
Uh-huh.
Nasty Nathaniel, he's really good around. I mean, he's never had any trouble with PD. He's always respectful to them. And another one to check out that's the same way is let me think. I can't think of his name now. It's been a while. Oh shoot, I can't even think of his name anymore. It'll come to me probably after I drop down later.
Maybe. But yeah, let me see. Remini. Okay. Chronicles Deep Believers agreed when we start going after one person or group's beliefs, who's going to be next. I don't like them, but it's a matter of time. We see Bulls. The Bulls orders are too wild for me. Yeah, orders can be like a little bit crazy. What do you think of what did you think when you were watching, particularly like today, like today's footage, like right now?
I was watching today's footage, and I was watching on my live stream that I did earlier. I just sat there and I shook my head. I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. I mean, I'm glad that the newer generation is stepping up to, want to help to try to stop, the stuff. They just gotta watch their limits.
Yeah, it's like the propaganda game. You know what I mean? When you do things like that, then you gave the enemy propaganda to use against you. You say, look, they're just like out here, they're acting crazy, they're harassing this guy over here.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've done like 3 cop watches back when I lived in Pennsylvania. And I stayed back. I stayed far back enough, but I didn't bother them. I didn't go up. I didn't approach. They didn't approach me. So, and it's like I said, it depends who it is. And
you see, Doug is there because his family is LAPD and Aaron is suing them. Not sure that's why he's there. I'm pretty sure he's there because of content. I don't think he's there.
He's there for clout. Trust me.
And he's there for clout. I mean, like, let's be real. Let's be 100. He milked Summer Wells' case. He milked Dylan Brown's case.
The West case.
The West case. That guy is there for clout. Let's be 100.
All right, ready? What is this? Is this something else or what? What is this?
That is the interview with that celebrity that's suing Scientology.
Oh, all right, all right. Well, you guys want to watch it?
Might as well.
You're in charge. You're in charge.
Scientology, having grown up in a religion that believes in intergalactic theology. Tonight, actress Leah Remini, one of Scientology's highest profile ex-members, taking on its biggest star, Tom Cruise, now finding herself in the crosshairs. She sat down one-on-one with my Nightline co-anchor, Dan Harris.
She was not only TV royalty, starring in the hit CBS sitcom The King of Queens, but she was also Scientology royalty, gracing the cover of the church's official celebrity magazine. Now, however, Leah Remini has transformed from a fierce defender of the faith
Without any Scientology organization, things are not going to change on this planet.
to the most famous member to leave and go public. With her new book called Troublemaker about to hit shelves, the church is calling her a liar, self-absorbed, rude, and embarrassing, as Leah levels scathing criticisms against Scientology and its most well-known follower, Tom Cruise.
I think it's a privilege to call yourself a Scientologist, and it's something that you have to earn.
In fact, as you will hear tonight, Leah says the beginning of the end of her more than 3 decades in Scientology came at the Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes wedding. But Leah's Scientology story started, she says, when her mom, Vicky, fresh off a divorce, threw herself into the religion founded by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard.
When you know the basics of human existence and so forth, you could apply them in almost any sphere.
In your understanding, what is the goal and the promise of Scientology?
To free mankind, to make a sane world.
Eventually, Vicky decided to bring her daughters, Leah and Nicole, in and put them on course. What does that mean, go on course?
You learn how to apply the techniques of Scientology to yourself and others.
So for a kid who was always looking around, comparing herself to other people,
Yeah.
to be part of a faith where you had a mission to save
the planet.
Save the planet. That must have been a big deal. When Leah was a teenager, her mom, Vicky, decided to enroll her in the Sea Org, the pious, uniformed, full-time religious order of the church, and to move the family down to Scientology's spiritual headquarters in Clearwater, Florida, known as the Flag Land Base.
They provide room and board, and you work there and you sign a billion-year contract.
A billion-year contract.
Correct.
You, as a child, signed this contract.
Correct.
There it is in writing. Scientologists believe in reincarnation, and Sea Org members are expected to keep working every time they come back. That's Leah and Nicole in their Sea Org uniforms. Smiles notwithstanding, she very quickly started causing problems in the Sea Org. What kind of trouble was she getting into?
I think mainly it was her mouth.
Sherry Ollins, a friend and fellow Sea Org member, says Leah would complain about the living conditions, the food, and the hard work.
When you first get into the Sea Org, they have you do physical labor. A lot of us kids cleaning the uniform shirts.
What kind of work were you doing?
It could go from working in a laundry room to working industrial sanders to...
Industrial sanders?
Mm-hmm.
Leah says things came to a head when she was brought up on ethics charges for her involvement with boys.
I allowed my boyfriend at the time, who was like my first boyfriend, to go like this over my shirt.
And that was enough to get you.
And that was light. That was very light. It wasn't like real, it wasn't a real grab band. Like
Very hard to have this discussion with a straight face. The church says children are no longer admitted into the Sea Org, but that back when Leah was a member, the living conditions conformed to state health codes. The church also says
That's
that Leah
a lie
was
right
dismissed
there.
for her inability to maintain the ethical standards related to fraternization.
When they were saying that when he was just saying that they no longer had the kids go over at that main building. That's
Yeah.
why they still had the kids going over there. Matter of fact, Cat, oh, what's his name? Cat something Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Or Chris the Hellcat or something like that. He actually showed through the window. I don't know if you saw it, Queen, but he showed through the window. There's kids in there. At that place in California. In that building, they end up transferring everybody over to the Florida main building.
Wow, no, I didn't even notice. I didn't
Oh,
notice. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this, so there's a lot that I don't know and that I didn't notice.
Yeah, so they need to correct their thing on there.
Well, they probably worried about being sued if they say things they're not quite sure about.
That's
You know, like they're like litigious about it, like they want to litigious.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's litigious. So that's
All right,
probably the
great.
situation.
Say Leah petitioned to stay but failed. Leah and her family say they left voluntarily. Either way, the family stayed in the church and soon ended up in Los Angeles, where Leah launched her acting career and says what she was learning in Scientology proved extremely useful. How helpful was Scientology in terms of getting your acting career started?
there's tools that are very, very helpful to you in your life, to you as an actor. I walked into a room where some people might feel, cower in front of a casting director. I wasn't.
Scientology helped, and so did her own natural propensity for comedy, which we saw firsthand in our interview.
Look at me, I'm Dan, I'm very serious. Look at me.
With astonishing speed, Leah started landing guest roles on classic shows such as Cheers
You're pregnant. Carla, that is a rude and unfair thing to say. I am pregnant.
and NYPD Blue.
What led up to him stabbing her? Okay, see, what led up to it was we had a fight. He took a knife and he tried to murder me.
And then she got the call for the show that would change her career and her life, The King of Queens.
Please try being nice to Marie. I am trying. If I weren't trying, she would have a fork sticking out of her neck.
The role of Carrie Heffernan, the tough-talking, wise-cracking wife of Kevin James's everyman Doug,
Shut up. Shut up.
turned out to be a sitcom match made in heaven. It must have been a buzz.
It was amazing. It really was.
Her rising star also brought Leah into the orbit of Scientology's most famous member, Tom Cruise, who declined to comment for this report. What were your impressions of him?
At first, it's very effusive. It's very loving. It's what are you doing and how you doing? And yeah, great.
Leah says her exposure to Cruise, this is them hugging at a movie premiere, opened her eyes to his vast influence within the church. An influence she says was exemplified by a call she got one night from a church official.
Tom wants you to come over and teach him salsa dancing.
She says two high-ranking Scientology officials were there with Tom at his home, and so was his new girlfriend, Katie Holmes.
He was like forcibly kissing Katie. I said, hey, get a friggin' room. And I was written up for that.
That's right, she says one of those officials essentially tattled on her. Leah says she continued to hang out with Cruise, but did not hesitate to speak up when she thought he was damaging the church in the public view, such as this infamous couch-jumping incident on Oprah.
Have you ever felt this way?
What the hell is this guy doing? We need to rein it in. We need to stop all this. And he just needs to be an actor. Like he needs.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never even seen him do the couch jump. Let's do
I
that.
see. Wait, you never seen him do the couch jump?
No, I ain't
Leah
either.
did not hesitate
I
to
missed
speak.
that one.
Wow, that was pretty famous at that time.
Oh wow, what the hell's he doing?
This guy
What
doing?
you
We need to
on?
rein it in. We need to stop all this. And he just needs to be an actor. Like he needs to. Okay. I was immediately dealt with.
How?
Immediately. The only reason you're saying these things is because you have your own transgressions. So you then become guilty. Being critical of Tom Cruise is being critical of Scientology itself. You are a person who is anti the aims and goals of Scientology. You are evil.
Leah says she became increasingly dismayed by the fawning attention church officials heaped upon the A-lister, who was extremely close with the head of Scientology, David Miscavige. But despite all that, she says she was genuinely excited when, one day in 2006, Cruise invited her to his wedding with Katie Holmes, a 3-day star-studded affair at this grand Italian castle. And when we come back, how the Cruz-Holmes wedding would become a crucial turning point in Leah's relationship with the church in which she was raised. You left.
Oh, that's scary.
The wedding on a mission to save Scientology.
Right. I now see where the cracks are in our church, and it's David Miscavige, it's Tom Cruise. They were bringing Scientology down.
Damn, ain't that crazy as hell, you guys?
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Wow. Here's some of these TikToks here. We're looking, check this out real fast. This is outside of this. It says countering Scientologist recruiters. Here we go.
Cult. No, it's a cult. It's una secta. It's una secta. It's a cult. It's not, it's a person. Look how hard he's trying to get you in there. You fell for it. That's on you. That's on you for falling for it. If you go, es una secta. It's a cult. It's a cult. It's no good. It's a cult. Look how bad they're trying so hard to get you in there. They're going to get your information and they're going to use it against you. Isn't that right, R2D2? They're going to use that information. There you go. You don't want anything to do with it. Right. You thought you had him, huh? Got him. Yeah. That should be the cops coming for you. They're coming for you. No, it's a cult. It's Scientology. It's a cult. You don't want anything to do with it. They're not even honest. Why don't you tell them that you're signing up for Scientology? They tell you that you're offering a free personality test or free movie screenings. It's just about Scientology. It's una secta. It's a cult. No, it's a cult.
Yeah, he tells him it's a cult. It's a cult. Like he keeps saying it over and over again.
Well, it is.
This other one. Let me go see it. Yeah, as I say, he warns him, like he tries to anyways. Here, let me see if I can find this.
Follow me.
Okay, he says a Scientologist follows him to his car. Here's another one.
You don't own the parking structure. Look at this guy following me.
Guys,
follow me to my car. Scientology thinks they own the USC. You're gonna look so fucking stupid. Let me get a good look at your face. I'm gonna make a jackass out of you. Look at this.
Right.
You putting this shit on everybody's fucking car? Are you kidding me? Get your ass back downstairs. Let me get another good look at his face before I leave. I'm gonna run you through facial recognition. I'm gonna find your name.
What the hell? Ain't that crazy?
No way.
That is real crazy.
Levi, you have no business coming down here, Levi. Hey, don't you recruit the robot. Leave the robot alone. I saw him looking at him. Look at him. Levi's stuck.
See, it says the cops are the Scientologists.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they got a couple of them that when the LPD is off, not working on their job over there, there are some that work with psychology.
Wow.
And we're thinking that one that arrested Aaron is one of them that works with them. It's just
You're just not there. You're not sure.
That's opinion.
Well, it might be. That's what a lot of them basically believe,
of Scientology Celebrity Center so that you don't have to. The clips I'm about to show you were all taken 45 minutes after I entered, and at this point they put me in another tiny room to watch another 30-minute video.
Experiences are stored and contains the technology to free yourself.
After that, she wasted no time trying to get me to buy their version of the Bible.
Good question, Joyce. Do you like to read?
No,
No?
I don't read.
Okay.
Honesty.
Yeah. Well, with that, I was going to recommend you one of our books, but you don't like to read.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question. Is there a reason you don't like to read?
It's boring. I mean,
okay.
It's boring. So she finally had enough of me and decided to set me free. Notice how it's dark outside, but when I went in, it was light out.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work?
Family business.
Family business. Okay.
She is not buying my bullshit anymore. Click the plus if you think I should go visit the gold base where
She is not buying my bullshit anymore. What's up, Rowena?
Hi, what's up? My mom, she wasn't in Scientology, but she read Dianetics and all that crap when I was a kid. But when Leah Remini came out, when she first, what's his name? I'm sorry, Firefly, you might remember. It's Mike, is it Mike Rainer? Mike, I can't remember. Anyway, he was right under David Miscavige. And when she left, and they did a huge exit, it was a huge deal. I forget how many episodes, and they talked to all these people in Scientology. And
Mike Render. It was sorry.
Right,
It
Mike
was
Render. That's it. That's it.
Thank
Mike
you,
Render.
thank you, Delegate Titanium. I hope I said that right.
But she, but they, but that's how I kind of went down the rabbit hole in it. I'll tell you, it's got great content on Scientology. That is nonsense. Honey,
Yeah.
go way on back. Started the
I started listening to about Tim Ballard.
Yeah.
And that stuff is fucking crazy. I was like,
Yes,
I read like
nuts.
halfway the counterclaim complaint. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck?
But see, when L. Ron Hubbard, like they said, he was just a science fiction author. That's where the aliens and stuff came in. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
so then it's like, I've got all this money. I don't want to be taxed.
Yeah. By the way, Rowena.
Then he goes and he had 3 ships. He had 3 boats, and
Yeah, I
that's
know.
where the Sea Org comes in.
But by the way,
So it's
Rowena.
Yeah,
There's a video. I just want to tell Queen and you. There's a video about apparently with down the rabbit hole. It's like a 3-minute video, and it shows that says Patrick Perry and the dog interaction with Scientology before the attacks, and she has the video of that with that guy, the dog guy. If Queen wants to play it, I put it in
We
the back.
watched it earlier, B. Tim, remember?
With at night at night.
The guy that got attacked by the dog? Or the
No,
guy-
this is another one. This is basically like the previous night.
It was the week
Put it in
before.
the back, would you?
Yeah, I just put it in the back. It's the last
Okay.
video.
Sorry that he interrupted you like that, Rowena. Go ahead and finish. I'm
Oh, that's
sorry.
okay. But no, that's fine. But David Miscavige's wife, now he's the head of it since L. Ron Hubbard died, and they lay out his clothes like he's gonna come back and stuff. It's weird, man. It is some weird, trippy stuff. But David Miscavige's wife, Leah Remini, was at a wedding, and I don't remember whose wedding it was, but his wife wasn't there. And so it was months and months, and nobody'd seen her. They still ain't seen that woman. But it's girl. I will drop you some. I will DM you a bunch of good clips about that are not so in depth, but you can kind of see the progression. Even Leah Remini came out and said that they interviewed people that had left the Sea Org. Now I'm talking about couples that were married, okay, and they would make women terminate their pregnancies if they didn't want you to have a baby. That's how involved this is. They control every aspect of your life. It is very scary. And it's a lot of brainwashing. And once you leave, You are completely cut off from your family. You can have no contact with them. And the reason why that guy was asking about Danny Masterson, because, life sentence for what he did, but the church will not, I forget what the term they use, but disavow him or strip him of his standing in that thing. That's why. Oh, and another thing, the Sea Org is because of the boats. They all wear those like Navy uniforms because he was the Commodore. Because he had a naval history. That L. Ron Hubbard. I mean, it is so weird. It is the wildest thing. But years ago, I went back and kind of went into it and everything. But nonsense, I kind of picked up on the stuff even from months ago that she's doing that. I didn't know, like the under people after Mike left, who's right under David Miscavige and all that. And so I've been watching that too. So it's really interesting, but it's scary. But it's all in Clearwater, Florida. I don't know if anybody in chat lives near there or whatever, but it showed like the whole city is wild. These beautiful buildings that were never they sit empty. They were built and that's it. They're empty.
We
It's
shared this earlier,
crazy.
Tim.
I didn't see it. My bad. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of the bed. You guys have a good one.
All right,
Good
y'all.
night.
Talk to you later.
But I'll DM you since I'll find some stuff on it, but it's very interesting. Does anybody remember the name of the Leah Remini and Mike Rader series that they did? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it.
I know what you're talking
cannot
about. I know what series you're talking about, and I can't think what it
I
is.
can't think of the name, but I saw it in chat, and now I can't get back to it. But it's so good, and it just shows the abuse and like,
Psychology, the aftermath.
No, it's not the aftermath. Well, that might be one of them. That's
She said leaving Scientology.
That's it. Leaving Scientology with Leah Remini, and it is so good, so good. And that was probably 10 years ago. Yeah. So I just wanted to hop up and say that, but
I appreciate you guys filling
on.
me in and hanging out. I'm getting really tired, and we've been on here about an hour and a half or so. But I'm getting tired, and I will we will get back on this or chit chat about it maybe tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
You're up for it.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me up, Queen.
Yes,
Good
I
night.
appreciate you, Fireflies, and thank you, Rowena.
You're welcome. Good night, Firefly.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, you guys. Good night, ladies. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so very much. This is actually what B. Tim was talking about when I said we played it already. We didn't play it. I just put it up. But this is where it shows basically that the guy with the dog will be arrested for battery. So this is where the police made the statement that the PD said that they were going to arrest him for battery for hitting Aaron and knocking the phone out of his hand with his cane and whatnot. So he did end up getting charged, and it is a battery charge. So here's the paper, or here's the statement here. But I appreciate you guys being here, and thank you guys for hanging out, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.